It's on the cutting edge of fashion. Ordinary people start listening to it. Radio broker.
If you're an unemployed liberal arts major, you just might understand this music. The thrift store just got a new truckload of shit. Time to make yourself look even more like a loser. I don't know, I guess my motto is if you don't get it, the joke's on you, but sometimes I'm not sure if I get it, you know? If you aren't from Broker, you don't understand Broker. And by that I mean, of course, if you moved here recently and are some Johnny-come-lately hipster with a trust fund and a pair of women's jeans and an ironic coke habit, you definitely don't know Broker. Or do you? Oh, what do I care? Here's a band with some sleazy guitar riffs, DeLuca singing about how sleep is impossible. What's the deal?
I'm so
Oh, don't think you can actually make a difference in this life. You can't. The corporations have bought out the system, man. All we do is stay under the radar. Fly low, Liberty City. Fly low to the ground. Hey, you're listening to Juliet telling you that every day is buy nothing day. Barter for cigarettes and you can really feel a sense of community.
She's got blue eyes and she always says no. She is in love, but not with me. I said riddles, but she doesn't reply. She's into me, I always get her. She is in love, but not with me. She's a lovely teacher. She's a lovely teacher and not with me. Our teacher is 20 years old. Nice body, or so I've been told. She is in love, but not with me. He's so cool, he's the man. He even plays in a rock and roll band. She is in love, but not with me. She's a lovely teacher. She's a lovely teacher, not with me. She's a lovely teacher. She's a lovely teacher and not with I'm just a kid, I'm only 16. Kinda chubby, you know what I mean. She is in love, but not with me. I dream of her every night. I wanna kiss her and hold her tight. She is in love, but not with me. She's a lovely teacher. She's a lovely teacher and not with
People say to me, why do you guys play commercials? That's not broker. And I say, shut up, asshole. Have it so expensive.
She's a lovely teacher and not
In a feudal, futuristic Japanese world where eyes are big and passions deeper, an arrogant yet ripped young boy finds a mech battle suit and must mate with a cute gang of robotic pirate villains to save Earth.
Ooh, you have nice mech battle suit.
Watch out! Sweet homie! Feel the power of the animated wind. Watch Tokyo tremble as the renegade team of barely dressed manga wildcats fight robotic creatures with only a small caliber handgun and slow motion fists of fury.
Evolve the ring! You're hard!
The anime storytelling event of the decade. And enormous breasts.
Oh no!
Full Robo Hikimori Mech Battle Suit in theaters now.
You're taking your workout to the line, but you're hot, sweaty, sore, exhausted. Your face is going numb. You're ready to quit.
It's never quit.
Now you can go longer like an athlete. You may not be an athlete, but you can drink like one. How? Through revolutions in nano-level high-performance electrochemistry. Electrolytes Extreme Sports Drink. If you don't replenish electrolytes as you work out, you could die. We've analyzed sweat scientifically with a microscope and gone deep into the electrolytic submolecular level. You need to replenish those electrolytes.
What are electrolytes?
Who cares? They're extremely short supply, and we sell them. Look the part. Have trendy colored sweat just like in the adverts. Electrolytes Extreme Sports Drink comes in Arctic Douche, Icicle Fire, and Yellow Snow. Push your body to the extreme. Then drink it back to health. Electrolytes Extreme Sports Drink.
I was up all night long doing coke off a stripper's tits. How am I going to get ready for this presentation?
With Wing It, the computer software that turns any empty, tedious meeting into an empty, tedious sales pitch. It's an electronic slideshow. Move up the food chain in your office and be a success.
I never went to college or had any formal training, but thanks to Wing It software, I don't need it. I got slides with sound effects, all kind of crazy shit.
Wing It utilizes an incredible revolution in business thinking. Bullet points, Tia. 3 words per page, Tia. And of course, graphic representations of data, Tia. Wow them with bar charts and bullet points, Tia. Avoid open discussions or eye contact. They're so 20th century. You'll steal the show with Wing It software. Make ideas simple.
Alcoholism, bad haircuts, and checker baseball hats. That's what being a brokerite is all about. I'd be mortified for the fun. Sweetheart, if I was alive, you would be busy fine. I am the muscle between your legs. I am the air keeping you alive. Sleep on the street light. Okay, so I will be the night. Send me all the love you give. to it. Just don't fucking text message me. I'm busy listening to bands you never heard of. This is Radio Broker, music that exemplifies the vibe of the only borough that matters, where people roll their own cigarettes and the only reason you would ever go to a bean machine is to sit outside and camp on their free Wi-Fi, where you load your own MP3 player with all vinyl because it just sounds better. My God, if I wasn't so jaded, I might sound desperate, or vice versa. You decide, I'll pout over here. These guys are from Broker and have an album cover with a cheeseburger stuffed between a girl's ass cheeks. Cheeseburger with cocaine. You're on the only station that plays new rock music in this country and isn't dominated by religious artists. If you actually go to sleep on Friday nights, this station may not be for you. It's Radio Broker, where we're still drinking when the sun comes up. Typically at an exclusive after party where everyone just sits around looking moody and very ironic. You know the type. That's what Broker style is all about. We don't hang out with breeders. We're hopelessly single. We're dysfunctional, but in a good way. At least that's what my analyst said before he asked me out. Hey, I saw these guys when they were playing on the subway in this town. It's the Bogs. Let's stop the sexual ambiguity for a moment and see whose lives the assholes of Congress are trying to ruin.
Weasel News. Murder in Algonquin.
Police say lawyer Tom Goldberg was killed in his Algonquin office today. Officials are investigating all of the recent cases he had been working on to look for leads. He was an activist against the government, the police department, and corporate corruption, so suspects are innumerable. Jenny Acorn, Weasel News.
More news on the serial killer. The city is in panic as the serial killer that has been tormenting the metropolitan area seems to have struck again. This time a man out walking late at night in Butte had his ring stolen, but his head left on, making the ongoing task of giving this killer a nickname even harder. Citizens say they've had enough.
I blame the lack of morals in this town. The strip clubs, the drug dealers, the whole fucking place overcharges. Jesus, it's getting to where you can't live in Liberty City.
Chief Detective John Atkinson was available for comment. Eric House, Weasel News.
After a barroom shootout between bikers and members of an Asian street gang, authorities confirmed that biker gangs, the Lost and the Angels of Death, are currently the most serious threats to personal safety in Liberty City. Police are looking at new ways of combating this menace. We'll keep you scared. This is Weasel News.
This is Weasel News.
Algonquins yesterday, Pharaoh. Keep our Asian symmetrical haircuts and androgynous ways right here and nowhere.
Hey, it's Julianne. I feel your pain, so go dress in drag and complain about society. Eat your organic ketchup and think you're making a difference. Nobody cares. Finally, giving you some real music. stuff that comes out of computers that isn't some bullshit video of two girls in a cup? What's happened with innocence? Why are we trying to violate our senses? What's wrong with you, America? Hey, it's tough living in Broker, drinking working class beer brewed in the Midwest out of cans. Broker is like an artist collective, and each hard to always look like you just came off a heroin binge, but really you have $100 haircut and designer jeans. I'm so self-conscious, sometimes I wonder, what's me and what's my reflection? Hey, Juliet here, taking you through a glimpse of the broker scene. Drug-addled, broke, and egotistical, but in an ironic and self-conscious way. Do we look good in black and white photographs? Rock has finally got a place on the radio dial in a country that celebrates fishing for bass more than it does an independent art house film. Jesus! You're on Radio Broker, and we are going to OD, man. OD on irony, OD on insecurity. Do you think we actually care about you? We're wrapped up in our own little microculture. Honestly, I just might be too cool to watch TV. I'm certainly too cool to tell you anything. Rock music, computers, irony, sexual ambivalence. It's not much of a culture revolution anymore, is it?
You walk when you drop your knees to the floor and you run and you run. You're in like a wheel, like a wheel together. But we ain't little party, little party, little party, little party. to stick up for me and not you, little pony. And you rub, getting ready to go out. Squinty, wooty, getting ready, getting dressy for the ball. You're my super crush, little
Time to see if that makeup is going to run, boys. Weather time.
little pony.
Doppler 5000 3D.2 showing some great weather out there. Still gonna have some serious threat of daytime heating. Probably some old ladies falling down in crosswalks and heat stroke ripe for the picking. Cliff Michaels, Weezer Weather.
Sounds so true. That's so hip. It's Kroger.
Let's hear some Prairie Cartel. Yearning inside so intense that you just throw up? Imagine feeling like that all the time. No wonder our music is so aggressive. We're on computers all fucking day. radio broker, taking things electro, taking things dance rock. Maybe you should just turn the dial and listen to Liberty Rock Radio. We don't want any posers here, only people that listen to independent artists and buy your clothes at a thrift shop even though you got a trust fund. Real people just like me. Do you feel my pain? I'm so very middle class even though I pretend to be a bohemian. Luckily, I'm also very self-aware. Get innocuous, if you even know what that means. Buy a thesaurus. It's LCD sound systems. People, I sold my blood to buy an iFruit phone. Who cares if it's overpriced? I have to have access to music you've never heard of so I can tune out the world. terrible being middle class and white. That's why I don't give to charity. It's an ironical kind of miserliness you could not possibly hope to understand. These people want you to hate them. I certainly hate myself in an ironical sense with a flattering photograph on my blog. Lots of band names that are about drug abuse on Radio Broker. This is Get Shapes. Why continue with music when we can get really gloomy about the direction of this country? It's time for the news.
Weasel News.
A horrific killing has occurred in Chinatown.
Motorbikes sped through the streets, scaring residents, like this man.
Yeah, man, I saw them. They just got on their bikes and sped away from that arcade. They were really pissed. It must have been those violent video games they were playing.
Police are searching for a suspect with a foreign-sounding name and a sick addiction to video games. Outside an arcade where they use those dumb cards instead of quarters, Mike Whiteley, Weasel News.
Some may call it a Greek myth we can all relate to, but wanting to kill your father and make love to your mother became deadly reality for a Rotterdam Hill area family. Newborn Joshua Hampton turned himself over to police today after brutally murdering his father in a jealous rage over what he called misuse of the milk machines.
Art News. The renovation of the Libertonian Museum continues after a new donation from the Cleethos family came in the form of forced labor force. As a gesture of goodwill, Mayor Julia Ochoa has agreed not to check on the immigration status of any workers on this project and thanks the Pinto family, who spoke with one happy worker.
Esta gente me están forzando a trabajar con pan malo, agua y un sitio para dormir. Ayúdame, por favor, ayúdame.
The generosity of the Pintos family knows no bounds. I'm Brian Wilkinson, Weasel News.
This is Weasel News. Riding a rusty bicycle from the 1970s is your idea of cool. Welcome to Radio Bunker.
The punk and funk juggernaut, it's the Pistolas.
This wall is tumbling down. I slip and fall in love. This beach is crumbling now. Swim at me with a hiss, and I will take it with a kiss. Swim at me to go, there you go. Swim at me with a hiss, and I will take it with a kiss. Swim at me to go, there you go. She falls, she falls, she falls, she goes, she falls, she goes, she falls, she goes on and 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 on. With all the loves I've squandered, of all the loves I've had, of all the times I've splintered, you make me feel so lost. Swim at me with a hiss, and I will take it with a kiss. Swim at me to the cold, there you go. Swim at me with a hiss, and I will take it with a kiss. Swim at me to the cold, there you go. She falls, she falls, she falls, she goes, she falls, she falls, she falls, she goes on and 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 on. She goes on and on and on and on and on
We've gone and lost again.
my best and only friend. We've gone and lost again. So she falls, she falls, she falls, she goes, she falls, she falls, she falls, she goes on and on and
Your DJ Juliet combing the vinyl and sorting through the singles, finding anthems for your disillusion. Don't worry, sweetie, it does get worse. Here's one of life's great ironies. On the one hand, all my friends joined social networking sites. On the other hand, they're too cool to ask anyone to be their friends. Meanwhile, on the third hand, I don't like any of them anyway, and that's society. Or at least how we see it. We play bands that are so hip they don't even have a name. Their name is punctuation marks. This is Chick Chick Chick. got too much, too young, and are now paying a terrible price, people. We have to dance like our parents, only we do coke in an ironic fashion. We're angry and we can't admit it, so we just sit in the corner and pout, and occasionally we let off missiles. My God, I think some of my peers will end up in the government. Here's an exclusive track you won't hear anywhere else. Exclusive to Radio Broker, it's the Greenskeepers. We're just gonna go sell out again for a second.
Hi, I'm Dr. Stephen Von Singer. Now, when my little girl was born, I was more than a little upset. For one, I wanted a pretty child, and secondly, I didn't want her to inherit her mother's looks. After divorcing her mom and disowning her, I've dedicated years of my life to ensure others don't experience this terrible pain of random DNA sequencing. With my subsequent children, each has been perfectly suited to complement and work within my family unit, genetically refined so that my family is perfect, just like in the movies. And now, for the right price, you can too.
Dr. Stephen Von Singer and his team here at EII have turned a baby from a nasty surprise into a perfect gift. Don't take the chance of having an imperfect baby and being forced to drown it in the bathtub. Choose life, perfectly designed, made for you by science. Visit us on the web at eugenicsincorporated.com and start designing your perfect baby today.
Art is being redefined.
Critics are gushing. Wow is incredible. The exhibit now at the Nika Museum. From the Orient, see the works of Bao, the incredible Chinese artist who paints with pandas while singing, screaming, cajoling, and begging the pandas. He makes them do the painting for him. It's sort of like an incredible exploration of what happens when Dada meets Dodo. My favorite part of the exhibit was when the pandas threw their feces at him and then he rolled around on a canvas. That's art. See the exhibit critics say is unbelievable. An inspirational treasure. Bao. The exhibit now at the Nika Museum.
I tell men, if they ain't got a dope ringtone, you ain't about to get none of this hot ass.
Take bling to the next level with Audio Bling. It's VIP luxury ringtones, including extreme tones like champagne, oppressive flatlining. Impress strangers with a ringtone of two women going at it. Wow, that's dope. And VIP luxury ringtones is your exclusive spot to get the America's Next Top Hooker ringtone. VIP luxury ringtones, only $100. Be an individual. Get a VIP luxury ringtone today.
Visit VIPLuxuryRingtones.com.
If you're wearing women's jeans, you snort a stroke, and just another man, you don't belong in Radio Broker.
Radio Broker, it's my own band, Juliet and the Licks. Ed Davis killing it on drums, Jason Womack holding it down on bass, and Mr. Mysterious Todd Morris on guitar.
Oh, the sassy.
Radio in this town, I don't mean to be self-centered, but it's impossible. Look at the patches on my jacket for rock concerts I never even went to. Okay. The irony is starting to wear a little thin. It was funny for a while, but now it's just wearing a little too thin. Ironic hair I could take, but the ironic presidency, that's wearing thin. NJ Whitey is the name of the guy behind this song. It's Wrap It
Don't make a fool of yourself. Don't be hurt, please get a grip on yourself. There's nothing else you can do. 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 You may well say, how could this happen to you? You may well ask, and you may not like the truth. Why is it always to you? Why is it always to you? Why is it always to you? Why does this happen to you?
Brainwashed into buying things on a constant basis. Hey, think about that while we do a commercial.
Stopping global warming has finally gotten cool. Street style meets environmental concern with this seriously bad, morally good, fully customizable luxury VIP style hybrid sedan. The Karen Dilettante. Expensive, but to Earth is worth it. She'll swoon at your low exhaust emissions and maybe let you do a bit of exploring of her exhaust too. If you understand real link, you can make it run an expensive champagne fine cigars. Save the planet for only $39,999. The Karen Dilettante. Bad plus good equals better for everyone.
Isn't it annoying when you hear a great song on the radio in Liberty City, but the idiot DJ doesn't tell you who it is? Find out the artist and name of any song on the radio using Zip, remarkable new service. Call us.
We'll tell you what you're listening to based on the complicated listening system that also helps the government spy on you.
Go.
Just dial Zip 555-0100
Right, 555-0100.
and follow follow the instructions from our needy washed-up celebrity.
So simple, even a spotty teenager can do it.
Zip, because we'll spot the record for you.
1, 2, 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
The home of modern rock, playing you some unbelievable music from all comers. Of course, we won't actually admit we like anything that much, but that's purely because we're socially awkward. Bad mama, trash people, no sexual effects for that mama now. Bad mama, trash people, no sexual effects for that mama. Bad mama, he's trash people, no sexual effects for that mama now. Bad mama, trash people, no sexual effects for that trash people, no sexual effects for that mama now. Bad mama, big mama, no sexual effects for that mama. God sucker, cheap sucker, no sexual effects for that mama now. Cheap faker, cheap faker, like a poor man's heart for faking now. Cheap faker, looking like a poor man's heart for faking now. Bad mama, big time lover, try to snatch a kitty off his girlfriend's mother. We gotta freeze him up now, we gotta freeze him up. Come on, let's go. We gotta freeze him up and set 1, 2, 3, freeze. Got a lot of great music coming up for you on the show. The sort of stuff that gives you the smallest glimmer of hope that maybe music can survive reality television. Hey, we're trying to keep it real here. And by that I mean we are trying to keep it good and honest and fake. Listen, it could be worse. We could start interviewing porn stars on the show every morning like every other radio station. I never understood that. Who gets off on listening to a porn star talk about what they do in their spare time? That's what Americans want to talk about? That's the high point of our lives? Stay good out there, Liberty City. Try not to submit to the man. Don't give in to the guardian of your trust fund. You don't need a proper job. confused as I seem. Really, I'm just playing an elaborate game, and everybody's laughing at you. At me? At you.